Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Friday morning. I hope you are well. I hope the day treats you well. Obviously, the transfer window shuts today, 11 p.m. UK time. I'm recording this around about 9:30 in the morning, so you see what I mean. And we're going to be talking about this news that come out to say that Spurs officially are done. Well, not officially, but pretty much done with their incomings. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. Just want to say that if you're watching this and you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Close to 3,200 subscribers. Pretty damn cool in my opinion. And yeah, we'll jump in. There's a few little bits and bobs to talk about in this regard. So it came out yesterday saying that Alistair Golds has said that the incomings seem to be done. Now, he did clarify. Technically, I said it's too early to say it's done, as who knows what moves around in the market in the final 24 hours. Look, I totally get him. I totally get it. You know, I think a lot of people have taken this a bit too seriously in terms of that, saying that, oh, it's done. It's done. Technically, it's not done, but you would have to say the likelihood is, right? Paul O'Keefe talking as well, you know, another really good top quality source, saying that no, just Giovanni Lo Celso and Reguilon out unless there's a miracle. So let's look on this quickly before I go on to what Paul really had to add to it as well. Al Ahly have agreed a deal to Ivan Toney. There we go. Look, outgoings-wise, when Gio and Reggie go, fantastic. I've said it for so many weeks, so many days, even months now. You know, outgoings, zero complaints. Great. Well done. Incomings-wise, I said, look, I really like the Solanke move. I like the Bergvall, Gray, Odebear signings. Yeah, Werner might be a bit of a divisive one. You know, obviously Spence coming through and showing out the way that he has meant that Spurs didn't go for a right back, because had he not, I think they would have gone Kyle Walker-Peters. I genuinely do. But I always said, you know, we're a bit light in the left back, left centre back area. You know, you got Ben Davies, and I guess you would say you got Jed Spence. That's really all you've got for that side of things. You know, you might say Archie Gray might fill in there at left back, but at centre half, you've got obviously the main two in Van der Ven and Romero, and then obviously got Dragojin, who, fantastic, brilliant. The next guy is probably Ben Davies, which to me isn't enough. We saw last season that isn't enough. And, you know, I'm a positive person, but when it requires constructive criticism, I'll hand it out, no issues. But that isn't good enough for me. You know, having months and months and months, and Johan Lang has had months and months and months, so did Levy, so did all of those people, to get this window nailed. And they nailed half of it. They nailed the outgoings. Well done. Fantastic. And they've nailed some incomings. You know, Bergvall I think is great. I think Archie Gray's going to be great. I think they've already shown out already that they're already useful players, which at that age is amazing. I think Odebear we've seen on his debut. For a debut, really solid. I think there's a player there as well. Solanke, brilliant. We needed a new striker. We got the new striker. But what derailed us last season wasn't the starting 11. That didn't derail us last season. Actually, the starting 11 was the least of our concerns, because when we had the starting 11 all fit and raring, we were top of the league. What derailed us last season was the injuries and suspensions. You know, in that Chelsea at home game, losing Destiny and Romero to suspension, losing Maddison and Van der Ven to injury, you lost 3 of your back 4 and your most creative player. What was the backup to that? Ben Davies, Eric Dyer, Emerson Royale, and Lo Celso. Okay, well, Kulu replaces Lo Celso. Odebear would replace Kulu in that regard. Fine. Ben Davies, though, is still your centre-half, and you've got Eric Dyer, who's gone out. Emerson's gone out, but you've actually not brought in another fullback. You've just moved on a player, which we had to. I get. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. We have. But, like Paul said, they've neglected key areas. Those players are absolutely fine if they're complemented by a couple of proven, experienced players, and areas not neglected. They spent a year prepping for this window, and they are short again despite all flirting with dozens of players and clubs. And that, I would agree. And look, I'm not going to... I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to slag, drag, or anything like that. But I'd have to say they have neglected the same biggest weakness that we had last season, which was the lack of depth at left centre-back and left-back. They've neglected it again, which I can't understand that in my head. People go, the 6. Yeah, but at least there's bodies in that room that you can try different things at. You got Bissouma, who obviously great against Everton and for the first part of the season last year was fantastic. Obviously, Højbjerg you had there as well, but you moved him out. You brought Archie Gray in, right? Okay, fine. You're trying something new on there. You've done something. I get it. Emerson's gone. You've brought in Jez Spence. Fine, that's right back. I'm on board with that. I don't need you to spend money at right back for me to be happy. You know what I mean? It's not the be all and end all. I think it's great that Spence has come in and shown up and showed out. That's actually great. I'm really happy for that. We needed a new number 9. We got the new number 9. Great, well done. Sonny goes out to left wing. That strengthens the winger position. That strengthens the number 9 position. You've kept Richarlison, so you've now got depth at striker with Lancashire being the third guy there. You've moved Kulu inside to be more of a central midfielder 8-10 role. Okay, that replaces Gio. You've got Bergvall and Gray that replaces Skippy and replaces Højbjerg. That's, to me, in the midfield area, a big upgrade. Right wing, you could in theory say Odebear's come in. You're putting a lot of pressure on Odebear and Johnson to give you production down the right. Both very young players. But last season, playing Emerson Royale at left back and centre back, that's what we did for a long time. Ben Davies having to play a lot of centre back, when in theory he's a left back by trade. I think we've seriously neglected again. So look, I'm not saying that the market's over for us and we've got no chance of bringing someone in. But I would say if we will do a video on this channel reviewing the whole market as a whole as Spurs. We will talk about the incomings and outgoings. We'll grade it. We'll do a whole thing about it. But you'd have to sit there and say, with the incomings that we've had, I really like some of them, but they have absolutely flopped in key areas like centre-back and left-back. And going into this season with basically Ben Davies being your backup to both positions frightens the absolute hell out of me. So let's see. Let's stay positive. We'll review this come the end of the window. We've still got plenty of time. Still got 14 hours. And in 14 hours in football is a long time. You'd be surprised. We shall see, though. Yes, want to say also 12 o'clock live, Europa League draw. Be there or be square. We'll find out who Spurs play in the Europa League, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I wanted to get this one out previous to that. We'll probably talk about it in the 12 o'clock live stream anyway, but I want to get this one out early so you can sit there, digest it, come along to 12 o'clock, give me your views if you want to, and talk about it there. But anyway, guys, then the video, I hope you enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you could. Obviously, in the comment section below, your thoughts and feelings about what I've said around the neglection around the left centre-back, left-back role. You know, obviously, we know about the outgoings, know about some of the incomings, but that area, I want to know your thoughts and feelings most importantly. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, then the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.